bit slow start today. Hello. It has been a busy week. All good things though, all good things. So here we are on Monday, and I don't know about you all, but I'm exhausted. So I am so happy to be back with you. And Bo is very happy to be back with you as well. And I am hoping you all had a wonderful weekend and that there was something meaningful in your weekend, or that you got to spend time with people that are important or something like that, that there was something positive in your weekend. We are coming very quickly to the holiday season of Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa and New Year's and all kinds of things. So I'm going to start talking about this. I don't want to talk about a lot, but I do want to make a mention that we will take the 2 weeks at the Christmas time as a break. My husband's having some surgery on the 20th, and so we're going to be a little bit focused on that. So we're going to have a nice, quiet holiday. So there will be, I believe, 2 Mondays, because I think Christmas Day and New Year's Day also fall on the Mondays. So we're going to we'll have a little bit of a break, and then we'll be back after the new year. So and that will be dependent really on how we're doing over here. So expecting all good things. So just to have a little bit of a heads up on that as we get closer to the end of the year so quickly. So I wanted to pull an animal spirit, and this one just popped right out at me. And so this is the emu, and it says, "This is a good time to go on a new adventure." And they love that because we have been talking a lot about how do we want to end the year, taking some time for inventory, for stop of the year. How did the year go? How did we feel like, where were the positives, maybe where were some of the negatives, places that we grew, places that we can look back and say, oh, I could have grown a little bit more there. Where can we open ourselves up for a little bit more, positive experiences where we can grow a little bit and say, okay, well, I don't like that. Because it's okay to say, I don't like that, but here's what I learned, right? And so often we get to the place where we have an experience that maybe we don't like that, and we say, okay, this isn't, like, I never want to do that again, right? Like maybe bungee jumping would be high on my list of things I have no need to do, but what can I learn from it, right? What can I learn? So here's a real life example, because I really do always try to give real life examples. So one of my oldest and dearest friends is still staying with us. She came last week. So she's been with us for about 10 days. It's just been really wonderful. And other friends who are part of our circle of sisters have come into town, and we've been just all over doing all kinds of wonderful things. And so one night, my girlfriend, who is a very major Chippendale fan, the chipmunks from Disney, not the male strippers, and she says, I want to go to this, they do a campfire sing-along at one of the hotels where you can make s'mores and whatnot. It's really fabulous if you're 5. But here we are, 7 50-year-old women making s'mores and singing along and having a great time. And we got together and we were like, well, we've done that. We never have to do it again. So we learned. We made the most of a weird situation. We made the most of a fun, silly situation. We had a great time, and it was about being together, and we learned that we never have to do that again. And so sometimes the things that we learn is just that simple. I learned that I never have to do that again. Or I learned not to do that. Like when we were kids and you touch a fire and you go, oh, that's hot. You learn not to do that, right? So you've heard me say it really for November, and I'm going to continue to say it as we get into the end of December. It's a good idea to go back in your date book or your journal, or if you do an online calendar like I do an online calendar, but I also have a journal, to really go back and look in the year and see what things were positive, what things were negative, what things, where can we do better, what things were really challenging for us. I'm a huge fan of I'm a huge fan of this company called well, it's not called Sprocket, but it's HP, like the Hewlett Packard, the printer people. They make this whole product line called Sprocket. They're these little tiny printers, and they print on this like 2x3 photo paper. Get it? There you go. 2x3 Sprocket photo paper. You need a Sprocket printer. They're like, or the Polaroid cameras. They make Polaroid cameras are back, and they print on paper like this. And what's so cool about this is that the paper, it's 2x3, but it's sticky back. So I take the pictures and I print them and I put them in my journal. So when I'm going back through the year, I'm not just having to I'm not reading the whole year, but I'm looking at the pictures and I'm remembering what happened. And positive or negative, I'm remembering what happened. The other thing I'm a huge fan of is the gratitude journal. And so it's a whole different book, right? So I have my regular journal, and then I have this gratitude book. And I try to write 5 things in a day. Now, I will say, in all honesty, 2023, it's not that there wasn't a lot to be grateful for me personally, because there was, but at the same time, it was so crazy this year that I just didn't get a chance to do it. So I try every year to have, like, at the end of the year, I number them. Every day I number them. And so by the end of the year, I try to have more things that I was grateful for than I did the year before. I don't think I'm going to make it this year, but I'm going to take a look. The other thing that I have is a prayer list. So if somebody is struggling with something, I want to add them to my prayer list so that I can invite them. I can just send energy, send love, send healing angels, send whatever I can to send their way. So I have a list of people. So I look at my prayer list and I say, okay, I want to pray for this person, and I want to send healing light to that person, or can I ask the angels to please go and carry, some of the weight for that person? And it just depends, under the law of grace, we can invite the angels and guides to go and send energy to those people, even if they are not aware of it. So I don't necessarily have to ask the person's permission, hey, can I send you energy? If I have the opportunity, I absolutely will. But I don't always have that opportunity, and so I can say, hey, let me send some energy this person's way. And then the energy goes, right? Because when we send good thoughts and, energy and hugs and stuff to that person, whoever, that energy goes, whether, they want it to or not. But then it's up to them to receive it on the other end. It's like picking up the phone, right? I can call you, but it's up to you whether you decide to answer the phone. So it's up to them if they're going to be able to, if they're in a place to receive the energy, if they want to receive the energy, if they're open to those kind of things, then it will find its way in. And so, again, it's up to us if we want to pick up that phone or not. And so those are 3 of the things I do is I'm looking back through my date book, I'm looking back through my journal to really see what the year is about. And I want to see the places where I struggled. I want to see the places where I soared. I wanted to see the places that were a hard thing, maybe for myself, my kids, my family, what was going on. And I want to see the places where we had joy and excitement and fun and things that were, great for my family or my friends, to things to celebrate. But it's not just the good stuff that I'm looking for. I'm really looking for the places where we had trouble. And, those of you who follow along, we had a big move for my son in July. We had a heart attack for my husband in August. We had a whole bunch of that still going on in September. So there was a lot of places where we really struggled this year, but at the same time, there was so much that we learned too. And so as you're coming into this time, this end of the year time, to really take some time for yourself to look at your journal, maybe consider adding some, and I have no, so like I was talking to Hewlett Packard, but maybe consider adding something like a sprocket if you're looking for a great holiday gift. My sprocket is about the size of these cards, and it's like, this big. There's different kinds. Mine, I think, was about $80 a couple years ago. And I have a case for it. I do recommend getting a case for it. And then when I'm writing in my journal, I can print out the pictures of whatever it was that was going on. Again, good or bad. A gratitude book, and then also the prayer list. Okay, don't shy away from retrospection. okay? They talk about how hindsight is 2020, but we only learn if we're willing to look, right? And so often we are like, oh, I am glad. Oh, look, a spammer. You are banned. Angel Aura Quartz Healing, banned. Bye. So often we are, look, if you're a spammer, we're going to ban you. That's simple. So often we shy away from the retrospect. Like, we don't want to look back, and I get it. 2023 was a hard year. 2020 was a hard year. There have been several hard years, right? In the last several years, we've had some doozies. And there are ones where people are just like, I just want it to be over. I don't want to think about it anymore. I am like done with whatever year it is, right? But we miss out. Oh, look, Al Falabi Deo, you're a spammer and you're banned. Goodbye. If you're a spammer, just go. We're going to ban you. So we get to the end of this year and we look at like, ooh, I'm so glad that year is over. I just don't want to deal with this anymore. And we just move into the new year without any growth. And I'm not saying we're not growing. I'm not trying to diss on anybody. But I think we really cut ourselves off from real expansion, soul expansion, when we refuse to, or when we're reluctant to look at the things that are out there, the things that we've come through. Some things are so horrific that we don't want to go back, and I get that. I do. And I'm not suggesting you need to go back and sit in the pain or dive into the pain, but just say, okay, that awful, hard, difficult thing happened. What can I learn from it? Because even in the shit show, we can learn something. I don't like the saying everything happens for a reason, because right now I'm watching, if you're watching the news, it's like, what? Right? Like, I mean, that's honestly some days all I can get out. But knowing that there's a higher purpose is super helpful, but it doesn't help me align why that horrible thing happened. What purpose could that have served? So I don't like that ideology of there's a purpose for everything, but I do think that there's something in everything for us to learn. And somehow I try to hold on to there's a blessing in everything. And again, full disclosure, I look at the news these days and I'm like, and my heart just breaks, and I don't know what the blessing is in that yet. And I think that's the other thing, is that when we are in it, and right now we in it, okay? When we're in it, it's really hard to see the blessing. The blessing comes with retrospective. The blessing comes with hindsight. And so that's why this end of the year ritual is so important, that we take this time to say, hey, here's things that I have experienced or been through or endured or survived or celebrated or was victorious over, helped someone else to be victorious over, helped someone else survive. All of these things, it's so worth it for us to go back and take some look at that year and see what it was that we've done, what we've experienced, the good, bad, the ugly, and to say, okay, now what have I learned from it? Where is the blessing in it? And we may not be ready for blessing, and that is okay. That is okay. But what have I learned, and what can I take with me into 2024? Right? Because 2023, this was the year about honoring ourselves, honoring our spirit, being authentic to ourselves, checking in with how do we want to show up in the world, what do we want to bring forward in the world. And 24 is going to be part of that too, because it is continuing our soul's evolution. It's continuing our evolution in this new 5D reality that is forming right beneath our feet. So taking stock of what you have experienced over the last 12 months, 11 and a bit, is really important as we go forward. So if it feels difficult, I hear you. You can do it little bits at a time. You don't have to do like the whole year all at once, right? Mary Kay always would say you could eat the elephant one bite at a time, and you don't have to sit down and do everything all at once. Just take a little bits. Maybe today you spend 10 minutes looking back through your journal or your date book and looking at January. Maybe tomorrow you do February. Pace yourself, do it in a way that is honoring self, honoring your self-care, and making sure that you are looking for the places where you are elevating yourself. Look, I did good with that, or I didn't do so good with that, but I learned this so I can do it better next time. This is never, ever about slamming or belittling ourselves. It's all about lifting ourselves, right? Because that's part of self-care. That's part of self-love. Okay. That was what was being asked to share for today. So, hello, so many new people. Hello, Kelly and Karen and Amber and Katie and someone from Scotland. And oh my goodness, hello, Suzanne and Belinda and Ellen. Hello. Only one month left for 2023, and then we're going to be in 2024. And hopefully 2024 will bring something good, because, right now, we look on the world stage and we look at things that are going on, and it's a little bit scary to think where we might be headed in 2024. But I continue to hold on to for myself. I can only say for me that there is something big happening in human evolution right now. There is something very, very big that is happening in human evolution. On the one hand, we have people who are waking up, people like all of you. Every week we have so many people who are like, hi, I'm new. Welcome to our community of light. Welcome. We are so happy that you are here. So happy. Because so many people are waking up and they're like, wait a minute, I need to connect into something else. There's something more that's going on here. And at the same time, we have those people who are really holding on to the status quo. They're holding on to the same patriarchal power structure and struggle that we've had for centuries. And they're like holding on to it with iron fist because they don't want to acknowledge the change that's happening. And so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in 2024, because there is absolutely a seismic shift that is coming, for sure. All right. Woo! So we have the Emu card, which is our animal spirit card for today. Though we pulled the Emu card, and the Emu card says this is a good time for a new adventure, which is what got us off onto that whole conversation. So it's the Emu card. This is a good time for a new adventure. All right. So today I felt really called to use some angel cards. I think we really need some angel cards. And so this is the daily guidance of the angels. Now this is a Enduring Virtue deck. For those of you who've been around for a little while, I still love the deck. You've seen me use this before. I love the deck. Maybe I know Doreen has gone in a different direction, but I think her products that she created while she was in the metaphysical space really still have value. So we're going to use this deck today. I love this deck. I think it's so pretty. And what I love about this deck is it's very cut and dry. It's very easy to understand. So I'm doing card readings for my clients. This is one of the decks that I love to use because it's really easy for people to understand. Now I do want to just back up really quick, because we had somebody who's new who was asking, Katie was asking for her granddad to come through. And so Katie, I don't generally do mediumship while we're here together on Mondays, but I do want to say that when we do individual card readings, that you please do ask him to come through, and if we get that link, of course we will honor it. Always, okay? All right, so we're going to do, here's how this works, folks. We're going to do a couple of cards for the collective, right? We're going to do usually 3 cards for the collective, and then we'll start doing individual card readings. So hold the phone about individual card readings for just a couple more minutes. Bear with me. We're going to do the collective card reading for everyone's good, higher good for the week. Okay, and so this card starts with change in direction. Is the first one that we get. I'm trying to put it there it is. Where the glare of the light is not on it, because otherwise I'm in the dark, being that it's so starts so early here. It says change in direction. The changes that you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance, the angel's guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes that you desire. So this is just reminding you that you're not alone. I'm going to get up, there it is. Okay, so reminding you you're not alone. You have love, you have support, you have the angels that are around you. They are trying to work with you, and they are letting you know change in direction. And I love that that's our first card, because boy, doesn't that go right along with the emu card, time for a new adventure, that we were just talking about. So the cards are always communicating with us, always communicating with us. The second card is the wedding card. Now, this is not necessarily like, spouses getting married, but this is also a blending, a partnership that's coming through. It says, marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love. And so this is not just about a pair bond, but it is also about partnership. So this could be a change in a relationship. This could be a partnership, a business partnership. It is about love. When we talk about business partnerships and a marriage in that way, we're talking about committing to that business. We're committing to that partnership. We're talking about putting our heart over the line. We believe with passion into this. Oh, you're a spammer. You're banned. See you, bye. Bye. Spammers are banned. No tolerance. Zero tolerance. Okay, so we're talking, even though it says wedding day and it's talking about love, we're talking about passion. We're talking about that partnership. We're talking about throwing our heart over the line. Now, this also can be business partnership with self. It doesn't have to be partnership with another person. It can absolutely be about partnership with a family member, a best friend. It can be partnership with ourselves, that we are recommitting to self-love and self-care. So there's many, many ways that we can interpret this. This wedding is about bringing our love and our passion and our commitment to whatever that is, fill in the blank, to that space, that we're bringing that with our whole heart, that we're not holding back from whatever commitment that is that we're making. We're bringing that commitment to with our whole heart. We're making that commitment with our whole self. Okay. And then, oh, I love this. So this last card says, go for it. This is go for it. It says, your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. And what happened with that first card that we had, it said, follow your path and to the happy outcomes you desire. So we're seeing that message come twice, right? We're seeing that message is being reiterated twice. And so here we have the first card. We started with the emu card. So Danny, Jessica, medium, you are a spammer and you are banned. Goodbye. We do not tolerate spammers here. So if you are a spammer, please leave, because we will ban you. It is that simple. And so here we have the emu card is what we started with, right? We started with the emu card, and it was talking about this new adventure, right? And then immediately we went into the next card was the change in direction card, which said, we are here with you, we are protecting you, we are guiding your path. The next card said the wedding card, which is talking about commit to that path, commit to that adventure, commit to that partnership, commit to even if it's partnership to your soul, especially if it's partnership to your soul, that we are committing to that partnership, that we're going forward. Can be partnership with spirit, partnership with the angels, and that we are then the last card was go for it. So this is an unbelievably positive reading for everyone. Oh my gosh, you all are so many spammers today. Bye, Snow Bennett. Bye, spammers. Oh my gosh, we have so many spammers today. Gee whiz. Spammers, banned. Go away. Okay. So if you're new here, please understand, if somebody sends you an unsolicited message, and please hear my heart on this, if somebody sends you an unsolicited message, especially while you're participating in someone else's communication, or even just out of the blue, when somebody sends you an unsolicited message, please do not engage. I can't tell you how many people, they reach out to me on Instagram or WhatsApp, and they're just like, hi. I'm like, can I help you? And they're like, oh, you just seem so nice, and I just wanted to send you a friend request. And please, I'm begging you, please do not engage these people. Just block them immediately, because it's never who they say they are. And eventually they're just trying to make a link, make a relationship, make some sort of thing where you care about them, and then they ask you for money, or they tell you you have a hex on you, or you've got a spell or a curse, and they can break it for money. And please, I beg of you, no one who is a psychic or medium, or who is a light worker of any kind with ethical standards would ever come to you unsolicited, would ever say to you, oh, you have this horrible thing, but if you pay me, I can get rid of it for you. it's ethical people do not do this. So I'm begging you, because I can't even begin to tell you how many people call me and they book appointments with me and they're like, please help me. I gave $25,000 to this person and I thought I loved them and they were going to come here or I was going to go there and they were going to do da 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 da. I'm begging you. So this is why, especially for people who might be new here, this is why I am so staunch on, if you come on my page and you start pestering my guests, because I feel like this is our home space, right? This is our space. It's open to anyone who wants to come in and be part of it. But it is absolutely a safe space for all of us. And I certainly do not want someone coming in here and haranguing our guests. And certainly don't want to allow anyone access to you that might harm you in some way. So when you get these people that come through, oh, beloved, I just am so drawn to your energy and please send me a friend request. Because if you send them a friend request, then legally they're able to say, well, she came to me. So please, I beg of you, anytime that you have these things, and I know some of you like to play with them. I know some of you like to talk back to them and play with them and get sassy with them, and you crack me up, and I love that. But my preference is that we just ban them right away. But so that's why I'm so staunch on banning the spammers, because I just don't want anyone to have harm come to them if we can protect it or prevent it. And they're all nobody with ethics would ever do anything like this. So if you ever had somebody who approaches to you in any kind of way, just be like, thank you very much, goodbye. Okay, so again, I think this is an unbelievably positive reading, and it gives me so much hope for what we may be turning a corner into a better way, because clearly right now we have a big part of humanity's kind of lost its way and trying to figure it out its way. And so it's really exciting to see a reading like this that shows us, at least for those of us who are waking up and who are trusting into spirit and following that path, that we are being supported on that way, and that so many more new people are coming into the community and so many more new people are waking up. That is confirmation for you that you are also on the right track and you are being loved and supported every step of the way. So I love this. So just one more quick recap. We had the Emu card, the animal spirit card that talked to us about this is a great time to start a new adventure. And then we had the change in direction card that was talking to us about this is a great time to go in a new direction, to honor what is your soul and your heart path, and that you're on the right path and to continue going forward in that path. Then we had the wedding card, which talks about making that commitment to yourself, to your journey, to your partner, to your business. Could be your soul partner, your life partner, your business partner, yourself as the partner, your angels, your guides, committing to that partnership, committing to going forward, knowing that they are protecting you, that they are with you along the way. And then the third card literally said, go for it. So this is just again and again reminding us that we are not alone in the universe, that we are loved, we are supported, and that when we are taking the opportunity to go forward in this way of our heart's desire, our soul's desires, that the energies of spirit and our loved ones and the angels and the guides, they hear that like big bells. She's going in the direction of her heart. They're going in the direction of their soul's calling. They're getting it. They're moving in that direction. Zoom, let's come in here and help support them. Now, sometimes that means we got to do a little pruning first. So support doesn't always look like what we want, and never, hardly ever looks like what we think it's going to look like. Sometimes there's a little pruning that has to happen first for them to be able to clear some stuff out of our way, which can kind of get messy. Sometimes it's not always a bowl of lollipops, but clearing things out of our way so that we can look back and go, oh yeah, I had to get rid of all that stuff to be able to go forward. Look how clear my path is. Let's go. So again, this just to bring this full circle back around, this is why I feel like it is so important that we take time in this end of the year to really look back at this year, to see what we missed before because we were in it. We can't really see the thing that we're supposed to be learning, or a lot of times we can't see the pattern of these things repeating because we're in it. Right? I love this whole thing with drone footage. Like, I don't know if like you do anything on YouTube. I'm fascinated by the drone, the people who fly these drones that are really like good. They go out over the ocean and they're looking at the sharks and the whales, and I mean, these amazing things. But there's so many places in the planet that we've not been able to go to because they're so remote. And now with drones, they're discovering all this stuff that they can see from drones. There was literally a photography contest that had happened that was like the best drone photography images of the year. Incredible things with wildlife and mountains and all kinds of stuff, because we can't see things when we're in it. But when we can zoom out, we can see things from a very different perspective. So again, it's a really important part of going back through the year, looking at your journal, looking at your date book, look at the things that were positive or negative, that were difficult, that were joy-filled, things were good for you or struggle for you, or places where you helped somebody else through something good or something struggling. Like, what did we learn from all of these things? And then, of course, where are the blessings? And if the things that were hard, we're not quite ready to see the blessings yet, it's okay. It's totally okay. Sometimes we can't see the blessings from the trauma for years, and it's okay. So we are kind to ourselves, and we are praising ourselves for the things that we've gotten through, the things we've succeeded, the things we've done, the things we've celebrated, and we are praising ourselves for the lessons we've learned, and we are praising ourselves for acknowledging the things that we are learning to do better in the future. Okay? So we don't look at things and go, oh, God, I totally screwed that up. We say, oh, well, I'm going to do that differently next time. And we take the lesson and we go forward, right? So there's so much positive, there's so much growth that is happening in humanity right now. It is ugly, it is not pretty, but it is because humanity is on the cusp of some major, major growth. So, and as much as it's like, why is this happening? From my human brain, my mind goes, I know why this is happening. We're growing, we're totally growing. All right, so here's how we do individual card readings, right? Here's how it goes. If you would like to have an individual card reading for yourself, when I say, not yet, when I say, please do put it in the comment one time, just put it in the comment one time, I would like a card, or card please, something, because I don't ethically come into your energy without your permission, okay? Make sure I practice what I preach. Don't come into your energy without permission. You do not have to ask in your comment what the question is. If you want to, you can. That's totally up to you. Please don't write a book so that we can keep track of everybody. I don't think you're a spammer, because spammers write long things. I tend to, like, I don't want to be, block anybody inadvertently. When it's your turn, we go in the order that the comments come in on my side. That might not be the same order as your side. We go in the order, and then have your question in your heart. The cards know. The cards know. So if you want to give information, you can. If you have somebody you would like to come through, please hold that in your heart. The cards will lead us the right way. Okay? All right. So if you would like a card, now. Go now. And if you're a spammer, just know I'm going to ban you the minute you start making comments. So if you're a spammer, I would say go now. And if you are looking for a card reading, now is the time to say yes, me, please. So. All right, and let me just remind you just to do it one time, because it'll push the comments out. There's a very small window of comments that I can see, and so if you push out behind that, then I can't see. So I can't see. I don't want anybody to get missed. All right, so we're going to start with Ellen Jane. Oh, second Christmas without your daughter. Oh, Ellen Jane, we're all sending you lots of love and hugs, but she's there. She's there. She may not be physically there, but I think she's been sending some signs your way as well. So let me feel about that. Ellen, let me feel about that for a second. So I'm getting something about tripping, like tripping over your shoelace, or tripping over like a stumble when I'm walking. And feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't just fall flat on my face, kind of a thing. And I feel like that has some kind of a connection, Ellen, of her being like, oh, gotcha. Excuse me. So I'm not sure exactly what is in that, but when I feel into your energy, there is something about that. Like if you had recently like stubbed your toe or stumbled and you like could have gone flying and didn't. So I feel like, because she's like, I'm always going to be around you. I'm always going to watch out for you. I'm always trying to help in that way. So I have that. Oh, Topmost Mini, you're a spammer. And you're banned. Goodbye. Spammers be banned. Okay, so Ellen, this is the card that I have for you. This is Steady Progress. And that's very interesting when you're talking about this is the second Christmas of your, this is the second Christmas without your daughter. Is a steady progress. It says, we acknowledge you for the progress you have made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through love, through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. And so I think this is really beautiful, Ellen. It really is about, knowing that you are not alone, and that, she may not physically be here, but clearly feeling like she is around you. So, all right. Mind Body Sprite. Please don't comment because I'm going to ban you. I might have already. All right. So we have Ellen. I hope that that's helpful for you, my friend. And I'm sending you so much love. All right. So Karen Fisher, card for you. Okay. Karen Fisher, this card says daydream. Card says daydream. This card says daydream. It says you will more easily hear and receive. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Ellen. Just watch your step, okay? So this says, where am I? Karen Fisher. This says you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. So this is allowing yourself to lean into those things that you're seeing and hearing and feeling, instead of saying like, oh no, that can't be right, or that's just wishful thinking, or that kind of thing. Allow yourself to lean into these things. Karen, it says relax, open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seed of creativity. So Karen, they're talking about this new adventure for you as well. And they're pointing you in this direction of let us guide you. And because so many times we have this thing that like, oh, I hear that, or oh, that's coincidence, or I'm just making it up. And so we dismiss it. And they're like, no. If it's coming to you, like, allow us to come in. We're trying to come in to try and help you. So they're reminding you also that you are not alone, Karen, and that you have angels and guides that are with you that are trying to help you. And they're just saying, listen, relax. And we're going to give you all the clarity that you need if you'll just allow yourself to relax, right? Sometimes we have a real hard time. We feel like we've got to stop our mind. That's crazy. We can't stop our mind. Hello, my friend Elias. What a joy. What a joy to see you pop in. Hello, my dear friend. Do you want to, I don't know how to get you on screen in Facebook. We have to get Elias to come and be part of our live. We have to have his fabulousness come and be part of our live. So Karen, this is just about trusting and allowing them to, don't feel like you have to go all the time. Just allow yourself to relax and let that information come in for you. So, all right. So, who's next? Ah, I pressed on the wrong button. All right. So, Kelly Bailey. All right, Kelly Bailey. So, Kelly Bailey, this card is cleanse and detoxify. Cleanse and detoxify. It says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow and shedding your old ways. Give your cares and worries and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. So, Kelly, what are we doing that we are not allowing? We're putting things, and okay, I'm a sugar person. Let me just say I have a sweet tooth to beat the band. But there may be other things that could be toxic people, could be toxic things, if we smoke, if we drink, if we are eating too much sugar, and we're not getting enough exercise, we're not drinking enough water, all of these things that can block the energy flowing in the body. And they're saying, hey, listen, we're trying to get through to you. We're trying to show you a better way. And so if you have some guidance about, maybe getting a little bit healthier and making some different choices, they're trying to show you that they're with you to support that journey and to help make that a little easier and smoother for you, so that we are not by ourselves. Sometimes these things to try and, make healthier choices can feel very overwhelming. And so they're really talking to you about there you go. Perfect card. Okay, I have MS and rare cancer. Thank you for sharing. So Kelly, they are with you on your healing journey. So they are telling you we are right with you to help you heal. Okay, so MS, that is a very tricky disease, my friend. I don't know about rare cancer. I know MS can be handled and at least assisted in a lot of different ways with holistic things. So I love that this card comes through for you, Kelly, because it's really talking about we see you and we're here to help you to get on the healthier path and to get through this, that you're not alone with this. So myelofibrosis. Okay. All right. So I'm going to add that to my, if you don't mind, I'm going to add that to my healing list. And we're going to send some healing energy your way. But they're trying to let you know that you are absolutely on the right path and that they are with you, trying to help you get healthy and strong. So I definitely would say, as far as like the MS is concerned, that anything that you can try to do to eat as cleanly as possible is going to be really helpful for you. And so we're going to keep all of that in our prayers for you. All right, Carolyn Carlisle, hello. Claudette, card for Claudette. Absolutely, card for my friend Claudette. My friend Claudette, and now we saw this card already, the Go For It card. And so this comes up again. Claudette, and I love this for you because it feels like there's, Claudette, it's like I see this platter of things, like I'm bringing something to the table. I'm bringing something to the table. There's a new offering coming from you. There's a new, excuse me, a new program, and there's a new offering. I keep coming back to this word offering. And so they're also thanking you for what you're bringing out into the world, because you are a light bringer as well. Oh, excuse me. But this is absolutely, Claudette, again, being on the right track, that whole confirmation of leading with your heart. But this is also your prayers, your positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you. We continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path. It will take you very far indeed. So Claudette, this new offering that's coming for you, it is absolutely the 100% right path, and that you are being lifted and supported as you're going forward with that. Because I really do feel like this image that came through so clearly was like this silver platter of this golden light that was on the silver platter. It was almost like a book that was like emanating this gold light that's on this platter. That is you bringing forward your new offering to the world. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, Belinda Jones. And then Amber. Okay. Belinda Jones. You are welcome, Claudette. Many blessings back to you, my friend. Belinda Jones. Belinda, release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. We open your arms and release the challenges that you have held tightly, gripped with your hands. Open your hands, your arms, and your heart to love and to our assistance. So, can you see? Here we go. Release and surrender. They got you. They got you. You are not alone. Not at all. Belinda Jones, you are not by yourself in any way, shape, or form. You have so much love and support that's around you. Okay, Belinda Jones. It's also not, it's not just angels that are there, but you have loved ones on the spirit side that are like, we've got you. We're with you. This image that, so this is sort of this golden light that I was just seeing for Claudette. But what's interesting is what I see for Belinda Jones is this link arm in arm of loved ones on the other side that are like, we're with you and we're walking. And it's interesting because can't explain. I have the Laverne and Shirley theme song in my head. You know, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. No idea what any of those words mean, but I used to love the show. But all of a sudden this song comes in my head and I see this like link arm in arms and we're going down the road. And so this is like, you are so not alone. But not only that, but if you can let go a little bit, there's some fun to be had in there as well. There's something silly. There's silliness that I feel like is being missed, Belinda. That can be, that we don't have to take the things so seriously. It's not just release and surrender, that we've got you and we're supporting you, but it's also this bit about lightening up, allowing ourselves to lighten up, to enjoy the journey along the way, and just trust that you are not, you're definitely not on the journey by yourself, Belinda. So, not even a littlest bit. So, all right. Amber. Amber. Nice to meet you, Amber. And then we have Margaret and Suzanne. Okay. Amber. Okay, Amber. Blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise. And here's our beautiful angel, Amber. And she's like, whew, you can even see her face. She's like, whew, man, oh man, right? She's making that face, right? And so this is blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves, and it will resolve. Trust in heaven to provide. Trust in heaven's protection and trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom. I can talk. To answer your prayers in the best possible way. And so this is really important because there's this place, Amber, where we've been trying to get your attention. We've been trying to talk to you. We've been trying to get you to notice us. We've been trying to get you to, no, I hear that. We've been trying to get you to lean more into us. Like, it feels like you're starting to, you're trying to, you're wanting to, but then there's like some sort of reality and you're like, nope, got to be logical. And they're talking about, trusting that we are with you along the way. Now, here's the other thing. So I pulled this card, but the first card I pulled was the wedding card, but we've had this card already. So I pulled the second card for you, but they kept saying to me, no, go back to the wedding card. Because the thing for you is, Amber, is there's also a partnership that is this partnership they're trying to talk to you about, that it is about what you're going through, these struggles that you're having, and feels like a real shift in a relationship, but also feel like there may be some depression or some emotional management that is part of this. But what they're also talking about is the wedding card. They said, please don't discount this card. It needs to be presented again, because this card, as it relates to you with this card of blessing in disguise, is about marriage to self and valuing self and lifting self and putting self-care as more of a priority. So Amber, I hope that makes some kind of sense to you, but that's what's coming through for me with that. They're like, don't let that card go by just because you've already done it. Mention it again, that there is something about that commitment to yourself. So, okay. So Margaret, and then Suzanne. Margaret and Suzanne. Awesome. Okay, Margaret. Margaret's card is fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and the windows to refresh your home as well. And so, Margaret, it feels like maybe you're someplace that might be cold. Oh, Amber, I'm so glad. And I'm sending so many prayers and blessings to you. And so, Margaret, it feels like it might be cold where you are, but they're still talking about getting out in that fresh air. Because when I feel like I want to say to you about getting out in the fresh air, what I keep hearing in my head is cool, crisp, clean, which often reminds me of like mountain air and cold air. And so I feel like it might be a little bit chilly. But if you can get your feet in the grass, if it's safe, please don't get frostbite. But allowing yourself to just breathe in the mountain, something about mountain air that I'm like I'm like breathing in the mountain air, and just reminding yourself that we are connected. We're connected to the earth. We're connected to the majesty of the earth. We're connected to the source of all that is, the light and the love, all of those things. But just allowing yourself to breathe is really what it comes back down to, Margaret, is allowing yourself to breathe. That when we get stressed out, we breathe real shallow. We breathe up in the top of our lungs. We may not even realize it, but when we get outside in the fresh air, we go, right? Breathe it in, and we slow our breath down, and we can think more clearly when we breathe. And so this is so much about getting connected to the earth, getting reconnected to Mother Earth, and getting back into connection with self. So I'm going to put that back up there for Miss Margaret, okay? Breathe it in. 3 deep breaths. Holding it on the inhale and the exhale. If you do that 3 times, it can change your whole outlook. Absolutely. All right. So we have Suzanne. Suzanne, this is family. This card is family. The card for Suzanne. As family, it says the situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround the person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light, many angels, and be open to the gifts within the situation. Allow yourself to feel peace. And it's a great reminder, because it is a choice to allow ourselves to feel peace, to feel and willing to feel peace. I'm willing, like in the previous card, to go outside and to breathe, to stand on the earth if it's, clear, like not freezing. Please, we don't want you to freeze. But to allow yourself to receive peace. Sometimes we get so caught up in drama, we don't know how to receive peace. And so this card is reminding you to receive peace, that it is safe for you to open your heart to healing and to receiving that peace for Suzanne. Okay? Margaret, you are so welcome, my new friend. You are so welcome. Okay, Suzanne. Then we have, do we get everybody? Catherine. Catherine. You are so welcome. Okay, so Catherine. Catherine, You gotta play, play. Now, why does this feel familiar? That maybe we've pulled this card for you before. Catherine, it says, beloved one, it is time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities and their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and a heightened energy. So this reminds you, don't take life too seriously, which can be a real challenge for a lot of us right now. This reminds you to not take life so seriously, to give yourself time to breathe, give yourself time to laugh. That saying, laughter is the best medicine, is not just, an old wives' tale. It absolutely, and even in times when it is tough, when things are hard, it is okay for us to choose laughter. It is okay for us. Sometimes when we're in something so heavy and serious, we feel like, oh, I shouldn't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to lean into that. It is okay to allow joy. Laughter heals us. It opens our hearts. It opens the chakras. It helps clear stuck energy that's in the throat area. Allows us to breathe better. So allow yourself to receive that joy, Catherine. Allow yourself to be silly. Be silly. Sometimes we can get so serious, especially as light people. It's like, don't diss my angels, right? But it's okay. We can be goofy. I will tell you that a lot of times Hamiel comes into some of my readings, and he is a real practical joker. So the angels have a sense of humor. So why can't we? We can. We can be silly. All right, we're going to do one last card for the collective, just to kind of bring it all full circle, bring it all around. We're going to do one last card for the collective, and then we will see what happens. Okay, I literally shuffled. I suffered from anxiety, Catherine says. Brilliant. I suffered from anxiety but started a new job, and I love it. Thank you. I'm me again. Yay, Catherine! So what a beautiful confirmation that you're absolutely on the right track. And so I have to say, I literally just shuffled the cards, and the card that came right back up, bam, play, came right back up. So clearly they're wanting to drive this point home. It says, hello, we want everyone to have this message. It's not just for Catherine. I'm so delighted for you starting a new job that you love and to finding your way back to yourself. That is fantastic. Bravo, congratulations, and yay. That is the best, best, best news. And thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and spend some time with us. All of you, it just makes my heart so incredibly happy. Whatever's going on with me, I am so overjoyed to have time, that you all choose to spend some time here. It makes my heart so incredibly full. And Mums Get Real Coaching on Instagram says, beautiful card. I was just thinking today about laughter while everything is so tough at the moment. Exactly. It is so easy for us to get all up into the stuff, and we feel like there's so much seriousness going on in the world that it's not okay to laugh. And it absolutely 1,000% is, because, here's the thing. When we come together in moments like this and we bring joy and light and love and laughter and gratitude, we raise our vibration. We raise the vibrations of those around us. We take that raised vibration out to those we're going to interact with. We raise their vibrations. So we're all raising the vibrations together. This is how we heal the world, is by continuing to raise our vibrations through love, laughter, joy, gratitude, high vibration things. We lift our vibration, and we lift the vibration of others who are around us, and they then take that home and lift the vibrations of those around them, and we heal our planet through love and light and laughter and gratitude. So absolutely. So thank you for taking the time to be here. Thank you for being a part of our community of light. Thank you for being part of raising our vibrations so that we can help others to raise theirs. So this last card that I'm going to pull for all of us in the collective, this is Release and Surrender. We saw this card already. It says, we shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms, release the challenges that you've held so tightly gripped with your hands. Open your hands and your arms and your heart to our love and our assistance. I mean, what better card could there be for us to wrap this all up and remind ourselves that we are not alone on the journey? So, Claudette, I'm so happy that you came and that the timing worked for you today. And I will remind you, as we are being reminded by the angels and guides, that we are not alone, that they are with us, that they are loving us and supporting us, that we are all loving and supporting each other. I am loving and supporting you all, and I am so grateful for you to take some time out of your busy day. I hope you all have the most wonderful, light-filled week. If you joined us late, please go back and look at the beginning of the video. So we were talking about some things to do as we're coming into this year end, and always, always, always remember how very much you are loved. And I will see you on Thursday for meditation. Mwah! Have a great week.